What's going on, everyone? I am the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my channel. Disney Star Wars is a failing franchise. It's time to admit it. And Dave Filoni is about to help push it over the edge. His lovely little wet dream of Ahsoka Tano and the Disney Plus series is, I'm sorry, it's boring as hell. It's a failure. This article from Screen Rant proves the things I've been talking about, things I've been saying. Ahsoka's Purgle moment was set up in another Star Wars show that you missed. This is very important because apparently Ahsoka, this 8-episode series, is supposed to lead up to a Dave Filoni movie, an actual theatrical release. And that's going to fail as well. That's going to be a box office disaster for Disney simply because you have to watch so many other series. You have to watch so many different episodes to actually know who Ahsoka Tano is, what these powers are, and they're all hidden. They're all locked up tight behind the Disney Plus paywall. People are not going to pay, probably not even $1.99 for 3 months, because Disney's desperate to get subscribers in for their investors. They're not going to pay that much, with or without advertisements, to go back and watch 10, 20, 30 episodes just to have a small idea what's going on. I've mentioned this before. That's where this live-action continuation, adaptation, whatever you want to call it, that's where this fails. There's not enough hints, there's not enough dialogue to get, there's not enough action or emotion coming from the actress to get people interested, to get the casual Star Wars fan, much less the normie, into finding out what these characters are like. The prime example that I continue to give is the live-action One Piece on Netflix. It is a massive success. It respected the source material. The character, the actors, they sure come across as they're enjoying what they're doing, but it gets you into the story, into the characters, and it's bringing in new fans of the anime and manga to get them to go see more of the story, continuation of the story, because One Piece is a few episodes, 4 episodes. Ahsoka is, what, 10? 8 or 10 episodes. One is a massive success. The other one, I don't know. It definitely doesn't have me interested because I feel nothing. But who's going to go watch a movie with characters they've never seen or barely know anything about, when, especially, and what's going to make them go back and watch all these other shows? As far as this Purgle moment, do you even know what that's from? I do, because that was something I actually tried to watch. But the article continues, connecting with the animal through the Force is a unique power. And Ahsoka seems to have quite a few unique powers, like psychometry. Only a few Jedi had that. But she apparently is going to be the bestest Jedi ever, the most powerful. She defeated Anakin in, oh yeah, spoilers, by the way, episode that came out last week. How on earth? No explanation of where she went, why she's alive in the water for hours and hours on end. Another thing that's going to pull fans out of this show. Nothing makes sense. Episode 5, people are just wetting their pants because Hayden Christensen's on screen. Anakin's there. Everyone celebrate. That scene did nothing for the story. There's no explanation. What did Ahsoka have to learn? What was she struggling over? There was no hints in any of the other episodes of any sort of inner turmoil that she was going through, but now she's the bestest ever. She disarmed Anakin easily. That should not have happened. I'm sorry. Unless, of course, it was a figment of her entire imagination. Everything was happening in her head, in which case she's only teaching herself. I'm not going to go on another review of this movie, this show. But again, Ahsoka had this ability long before she bonded with the Purgle in episode 5. How do you know that? Well, because way back when... Where's the picture? Okay. Ahsoka episode 5 ended with Ahsoka Tano bonding with a large hyperspace whale. Something else that casual fans are going to look at and go, what the hell is this? How is a whale? Okay, sure, whatever. And this actually brought her story in Star Wars full circle. Thank you, Screen Rant. Shill website. Despite not knowing where the whale will take her, Ahsoka trusts the enormous Purgle enough to place herself and Hu Yang in its care, in its mouth. Hopefully, it will take them to where Ezra, Thrawn, and Sabine have gone. Well, of course it will. There are no stakes in this series. There's no sense of urgency throughout this entire series. There's no danger. Nothing's going to happen to Sabine. Nothing bad is going to happen, especially not Sabine. She already had a lightsaber stuck through her gut and lived. Went around walking the next day. Yet another area where Dave Filoni's Star Wars nonsense is an absolute failure. It is trivializing a lightsaber. It's giving everyone access to the Force, regardless of Force sensitivity. Go back to the prequels, midichlorian count. They don't even look for that anymore. That's discussed, I believe, in the expanded universe, why that was outlawed or whatever. But this idea that, oh, you can have access to the Force if you just close your eyes and concentrate hard enough. When everyone is super, no one will be. And that is what Disney Star Wars and Dave Filoni and Kathleen Kennedy are doing to a beloved franchise. Nothing is interesting anymore. Nothing is special. No one is special. The Force, the Jedi, it's all a bunch of nonsense. And of course, lightsabers are nothing more powerful than wiffle ball bats. But of course they're going to make it to where Ezra and Thrawn and Sabine are, because otherwise, where would the plot go? Where would the danger be? There is no danger. It's so frustrating. I'm sorry. Everyone's still clapping over this episode, and I'm just going, well, it doesn't make sense. The worst part of the whole thing is having Hayden Christensen, who doesn't look like he missed a beat from episode 3 with his skills and choreography, and just makes everyone else in this series, makes their choreography look like children who just picked up a wrapping paper tube to play with it on Christmas morning. And I'm positive other people have, have had this idea too. Just watching Hayden Christensen and Rosario Dawson go through the motions, go through the choreography and the telegraphing of their lightsaber battles it's amateur coming from sorry, I had to scratch my head. Coming from Ahsoka versus Anakin. Ahsoka slow and telegraphed, and just Hayden Christensen as Anakin was just fluid, quick motions. It was fantastic until their second fight where Hayden Christensen had to slow down. Let's get back to the article. But in many cases, Ahsoka seems unfazed. Of course she is, because she doesn't have anything to fear about, because the writers. Absolutely no sense of urgency. It's written that way. Well, why should she be afraid? She's a Jedi. She's the big, all-powerful Ahsoka the White. Maybe, I don't know, because she's going into the unknown. She's trusting the Force. Obi-Wan had moments of being unsure, moments of tension. But that was good writing. The fact that Ahsoka is even able to bond with the Purgles in the first place speaks to a very special Force power of hers. And unlike Ahsoka's new psychometry Force power that she's suddenly developed, but her ability to bond with animals is something she's had from the beginning. From the beginning. When? Where does it show off? Right, here we go. Tales of the Jedi. When did Tales of the Jedi come out? That's the important part. You said they want to claim that, oh, she had this power from the beginning. Well, she had it as a child, and it was written into the canon of her having it as a child. One of the Ahsoka's earliest shows was shown in Tales of the Jedi long before she'd been taken by Ply Koon to the Jedi Temple on her home planet of Shili. Tales of the Jedi. 2022. So no. October 2022 is when Tales of the Jedi came out. I do believe all the other episodes happened before October 2022. So no, this can be seen as a retcon. It can also be seen as expanding her story. Now, my question would be here, did she show that she had any of these abilities throughout Rebels or the Clone Wars animated shows? I believe the answer is no, but go ahead and correct me in the comments, especially if you made it this far. I do appreciate it. Leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. First saw her bond with an animal in a show that came out a year ago, less than a year ago. Purgle Moment has deeper meaning because Screen Rant is such a shill website. They have reach across the Grand Canyon for everything. Has had the ability to bond with animals through the Force from the beginning. No, she's had it for a year. You cannot forget that. Stop. This is one of the things that frustrate me, all these retcons. Oh, it happened when she was a child. No, it happened last October, as of the recording of this date. Continuously Oh, I just got a glimpse of a sentence. Stop acting like this is live. Okay. She surprisingly almost never uses this ability. Yes, because it wasn't introduced until a year ago. Surprisingly. My goodness, the amount of reach that Star Wars fans have to do to make this show better than it actually is. It's borderline embarrassing. Ahsoka refused to kill Anakin in her vision. She rejected the path he'd walked, as well as the darkness within her, even though there's nothing showing in the previous 4 episodes that there's any sort of darkness brewing within Ahsoka. Her new outfit, her improved attitude. What improved attitude? Oh, she smiles now. Her new outfit, that they give no explanation of why she would have this, suddenly have this white outfit on her ship, other than Dave Filoni wants a Lord of the Rings moment. Oh my goodness. If you like the show, you like the show, and that's fine. I want to know why. I want to know what's so great about episode 5. And I want you to tell me, I'd like people to tell me what's so great about it without talking about Anakin and how fantastic it was. No, without talking about how great it is to see Hayden Christensen again in live action. What is great about this episode? What's great about her communing with the whales and not knowing where they're going to take her? What's great about Hera bringing her son with her in an obviously dangerous area and letting him walk around the planet that has not been secured while you go fly off? What's great about Live or Die, the dialogue? And what's great about this continuous retcon of Dave Filoni's own shows, inserting powers and inserting abilities from a year ago and trying to say that, oh, she's had it since she was a child. No, she's had it since October. Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like. Disney Star Wars is failing. The Ahsoka TV show has helped pushing it over the edge. Thank you, Dave Filoni. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making it this far. Have a good one.